During our travels on Mercer on Mission, our group was introduced to a vastly different culture in Ecuador than what we are accustomed to here in the United States. Whether it be the food we were trying or the lack of traffic laws, it's safe to say Ecuador is much different than the United States. One aspect of society that stuck out to me more so than any other would be the role of children in Ecuador. In Ecuador, children appear to lead a much different lifestyle than the stereotypical child here in the United States. From working in local markets to processing plants for gold mining, children are expected to help their families in any way they can. In the United States, children are required by law to go to school in order to gain an education in hopes to help their families and provide for themselves later in life. In Ecuador, primary school is also a major focus for children, with 98.6% attending primary school compared to 95.7% in the United States. Although school is free for children in Ecuador, some families cannot afford to pay for the necessary school supplies or uniforms for their children, just like in the United States. In Ecuador, children are required to go to school, although because of the high percentage of poor families, this law is not strictly enforced. Because of their financial instabilities, some children are not able to attend primary school and even less attend secondary school in Ecuador, with approximately 79% attending in Ecuador as compared to 90% in the United States. Students begin school around the age of 4 and proceed through primary school until the 7th grade, where they enter secondary school until the 11th grade. At this point, children can decide whether they would like to continue their education and enroll into university if they choose to. University is not free, so for many their education ends after secondary school. However, Ecuador has more than 30 universities located mainly in Quito, Guayaquil, and Cuenca, and more than 200,000 students attend university in Ecuador. The majority of children I saw while in Zaruma and Portobello walk to school in the mornings and home after school in big masses without any adults with them. From my observations, few parents walk their children to and from school. Many of the students like to hang out after school and buy candy at the local shops. In the cities of Zaruma and Portobello, students are required to wear a uniform. Boys wear a white polo or t-shirt with navy pants, and girls wear white polos with a navy skirt. For dance class, which takes place from 4 to 5 p.m. every day, girls must wear an orange shirt and navy pants. Throughout the day, children that do not go to school can be found working at the many different local businesses throughout the town. Whereas many children in North America do not start working until about 16 years old, in Ecuador, children begin working at a much younger age. However, Ecuador's child labor laws require working children to also attend school. Children are also tasked at a much younger age to do chores such as going to get groceries for the family or working at the cash registers for their parents' markets. It is incredible to see how much faith and responsibility the parents of Ecuador have and give to their children. Even very late into the night, children can be seen walking the streets alone and playing without supervision. In Ecuador, children are much more independent than the children here in the United States and are expected to play a prominent role in helping their parents in any way possible. I believe children are given these expectations because parents are more trusting of their children's capabilities at younger ages. In the cities of Zaruma and Portobello, young boys that are not going to school or have fathers that are minors are introduced to the process of artisanal gold mining at a very young age. At some of the processing plants we visited while in Ecuador, young boys can be seen at the plants helping their father crush big rocks and pan for gold. We even saw one young boy mixing ore solutions containing mercury with his bare hands. This is very alarming considering how deadly high levels of mercury can be to young children. Young boys are also sent to local gold shops by their fathers to sell amalgams for cash. Where some families believe school is the best opportunity for their children to succeed, many families here in Ecuador believe introducing a child to mining early will give their child the best life moving forward. Overall, my experiences in Ecuador allowed me to view the capabilities of children very differently than I did before. In Ecuador, children seem more driven and willing to help their parents as best as they can, seem depended on by their families for help, and seem closer to more people in society when compared to children from the United States. The children I witnessed shaped my perspective on the abilities and importance of children in Ecuador. In the United States, I think children have more time to play outside and depend on their parents to provide them with all of their needs, unlike in Ecuador where many children are more likely to carry some things out by themselves and dedicate their time to helping their parents. I think the higher number of jobs and higher wages for adult workers in the United States allows for this difference. Moving forward, I believe the experiences I've had will influence my views and beliefs on how children impact the lives of the people around them.